Hello, this is the part 2 of the console, and today it's about implementing the interface we finished up in the last video. We defined what a parameter is, we defined the parameter types and the passing rules, and yeah, now it's about implementing it. The first thing I want to do here is make it compile so we can see, and yeah, change the rendering a bit. So I already showed off the console data here, which takes care of most of the things. And yeah, this needs to be refactored yeah, to make it more workable. Okay, so we store most of the data inside this, and this should store all the data, and then I want to outsource the logic down here. Yeah, but this should kind of be like static. Okay, the problem is I do need an object up here, but I guess I actually don't need an object, right? But I need the declarations up here because I want to call them. So I do want to have a void drop here. I call something like this. Yeah, the problem is then I need to declare it up here. Okay, and then I can forward declare this. This is fine. Okay. I guess it also has an update method. Okay. So then we can like outsource this. Right, I don't need this. I have to make it in line, I guess. Okay. Do I like it though? I mean, I guess it's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's actually start with just doing the rendering. So I do have the flag if it's shown. For now I'm not going to do any animation, it's just either the console is here or it's not. Then yeah, the cursor is going to be vertical, not horizontal, right? It's not a yeah, like like a command line or something. So vertical, I guess, just more, just easier. So we do have a lot of things here. So first of all, the console needs to come down from the top, as I've explained yesterday, like in Skyrim or something. So yeah, let's actually get some things out the way. So I have the font. Then C height is going to be the console height, which is height p times this expression. it's not static. Interesting. I forget that. Like, I don't know, const expert just... I don't know, I just kind of assume it's static. Probably should actually check, because that takes up extra space. Okay. This is all not like this, for example, but it's directly inside the method, right? So it should just be compiled in. I guess it doesn't hurt making it static, so it's not shared across the methods. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's fine. And then this as well, I guess it's just compiled in here, right? Same with this. Right. Actually don't have any like in member variables. Okay. Yeah. It's actually only, I guess here. But here it's just inside the translation unit. Okay. So I guess it's then going to be the height, and then C width is just going to be the whole screen width. Change that. We don't need that. X is then always 0. Y is going to be 0. The font size, I can just make a parameter for this. Let's start it off with 15.0. I don't need the comments, so I don't know what this is. Then sure, I can make a rect, so I can check collision later on. So I can just make it 0, 0. First width, and then C height. It's just a console rect. So I can just draw the rectangle, which is slightly alpha, so you can see through, which is nice. Then I guess we can draw some lines around, which then needs to be another color, which can be a bit more, just make it more visible. Okay. So this draws the shape, and then, which is the easy part, and actually we want, I guess, the input command line to be shown specifically as well, right? Because now it's just one shape. Okay, so then, yeah, so the problem now is how we draw all the text and the lines. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, it just works. We have like here's like the input text, right? And then we have all the different lines going up. And yeah, we can, I guess we can just make it easy and not care about alignment. Yeah, so we can just start here, like here the console ends, so we start drawing here, and then we just minus the font size up, right? But then it could happen that like the text above like is like only half drawn or something. But yeah, I guess we don't care about that now. So then we draw the text. Yeah, we're gonna add, as I said, the shape for the input box later on. So, and then there's a few different kind of text. So one is the input text, which is the current command line text. Yeah, and then we have the history, which stores the previously submitted input. And then we have, which actually, you know, because for example, if I yeah, if I open here the terminal, I think in Linux it's right. Okay, now it actually saves. Okay, it does save invalid commands as well. Okay, yeah, so that's just the same as here then. I thought it just saves like valid commands, but yeah, so it saves every submitted text. And yeah, and then yeah, suggestions just searches for commands with the same prefix. Yeah, so then we have the terminal lines, which is text, which actually needs to be a DQ. Yep. Maybe we're gonna make a custom data structure for this, a very short one, like a buffer. Okay, so then the position is going to be, yeah, maybe we can make some more, so const vector 2 equals then so 0, then c height, just so we have some reference points. This is going to start bottom left. Again, I guess we can make a rectangle for the input box. So it's going to be 0. Then c height, width is going to be c width. Then the height is just font size multiplied with some small constant, I guess, to make it slightly bigger. That's also another question. How high is the line height and how high is the font size? Because Raylib implicitly adds some line spacing, right? The text line spacing, which by default is 2, yeah. But actually you can't, there's no getter for it, it's a bit annoying. You can set it, but you can't get it. But it's fine. So naturally we can just take the font size, and the text is going to be, right, I mean, yeah, it just only applies if you draw multi-line text, right? Because the Raylib automatically detects if you draw, there's a new line of the text and then it draws the new line for you, right? But we are manually drawing the new lines because we store, yeah, why actually do we store the strings on their own, right? We could just store a single command line string, but then the problem becomes like deleting the old ones, right? Which would be an expensive copy operation. I guess you could also make a DQ of chars. Yeah. And then like, yeah, I don't know, I guess it would just be really annoying to handle, because then also to access the individual lines. Yeah. What's also possible is to make this fixed size, make it actually like a std array. Or, I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't have to make it compile time size, we can also make it runtime fixed size. So this is, for example, then just 10, right? So you have like 10 lines. Then you actually just access it by indexing it, right? This would also be And then you just always, yeah, okay, but then you kind of have to manually like move it up once, right? You have like this for I loop, and then setting each entry, you know, you set this one to this one, and then you kind of go upwards. Yeah, but I'm just gonna stick with the DQ for now. I think it's, I mean, the test should be the easiest one for now. Okay, yeah, so that's the suggestions. Yeah, just a vector of pointers. And it's refreshed when you type something, so it's not continuously pulled. Only every time the input changes, it does one refresh, which is pretty cheap anyways. Okay, then the font size, yeah, can be light gray, that's fine. Spacing, I guess, yeah, we'll see. So then we can draw, so yeah, that's important, the order as well, right? You first draw the shape, then the outline, then we draw the input box, well, actually we only want to draw the outline, right? So here, I guess we can also draw the box actually, but I guess we have to be careful with the color. So maybe I want to use like a light gray, make it like very transparent. And yeah, same for this. What's missing? Nothing's missing. Okay. Yeah, we can check how this looks. Guess we can like optimize this. And I like it because my custom vector I'm using here has int for a size type, which just makes it, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is also a thing, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with using size t. I don't know. I just like using the int, I guess. Okay, so we're not gonna worry about the suggestions, at least I don't want to right now. Just want to focus on the general visuals now. Okay, and then, so we first draw the input text, but it doesn't actually matter, I guess. Man, the line generation sometimes is annoying, because it doesn't let me autocomplete this. Yeah, so we just actually loop through the history. Yeah, we actually like this. Yeah, so we draw the text, and then maybe we want some offset. So like we do make a vector 2, text pos equals bottom left. So we can split it up. Bottom left at x, y, and then it's minus because it goes up, -5. And I guess we also want this to scale, right? Because this already scales, the font size currently doesn't scale. Yeah, but it will scale. We can just add the scaling here, right? Problem is we can't use fixed offsets then. We just give it a small offset. Then we can just draw each line. Minus, so then, yeah. We can just break if it's less than 0. And then we can just subtract the font size and I guess scaled or something. So I guess it's actually good if we make my own variable. Actually, you can just directly take the font size times like 0.3, I guess. Right, so then we can take like the line height. I like this actually a lot. I read somewhere in some style guide, like just adding the parentheses to every expression. And I think it really helps readability. I kinda like that. And even also things like using 0 in some calculations, right? Like 0 plus something. It just helps. Okay, so I do have something in my copy. Okay, the line height. I want to use that. So here, yeah. I can delete it. And then of course we use the line string. Okay. Yeah, I mean this should kind of work for now. Yeah, and if you show the cursor, we can actually move that up a lot. So draw input box text. Then draw the console text. Yeah, the suggestions actually come on top. That's actually true, yeah. They do come on top of the text and on top of the, well, they're not on top of the input text, but on top of the history. So we use our measure text up to, which I really like. So I get our data that input. So it's C string, because it takes a const char, but it temporarily 0 terminates it. Yeah. It uses the unholy const cast, but it's fine in this way because you're not actually modifying it. We just partially quickly terminate it and measure it with the default method, and then we terminate it. Which, I mean, it's just a nice. Utility. So I do have the font size and yeah. Guess maybe we also want a spacing, because this is getting annoying. Yeah, for now I can make a const express. Well, that's true. I guess I want to keep that. Can I reorder this? Okay, and then we just draw the pipe. The position is just bottom left plus offset. Okay. So there's only one thing left here. Yeah, the function call doesn't work anymore. So I do want to see it, but it won't compile yet. Don't need any functions. And register command. Don't want this right now. Oh, example. I mean, that's gonna throw a lot of errors. Undefined references. Oh, what's going on here? Required from here, could not convert. Jesus. Okay. Does not name a type. Guess we didn't include it. Huh. Okay, so we see something. We see our input text at the bottom here. It kind of looks like it's not part of the rest though. Also, why is it not mixing the colors? That was something, a problem I had earlier as well. Yeah, because it should still like show the colors, right? Like this, yeah. And the input is also getting annoying. What am I? Oh, to get job pressed right, because I modified relib, I think, here. To also work with the when the key is pressed repeat, right? Get key pressed. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, I can also already adjust that. Get 15. Try it like 500. Yeah, not this 500. Yeah, it only works once, and now I'm keeping it pressed, but it doesn't work right. It's pretty annoying, but there should be like a native way to work around this. Once I can, because then you can go into the desktop. Just got down to like the callbacks, right? As I swear. Yeah, the char callback. Here, yeah, if action is pressed, then it gets into the key pressed count. And you can like do action equals repeat, and then that doesn't work. Key pressed Q count, right? here I'm getting yeah, but I mean there should be some way. I mean this, I guess we can check the logs on this, right? I'm setting the warning level too high. Look. Hello, all caps lock. Like this. Yeah, it's only executed once. So I guess I just can't use this. Because the callback is just not called often. But here, I guess I can. This should be called. It's also only called once, twice. Oh, release. Okay, makes sense. Okay. How did I make this work then? I mean, right. What am I doing here? I can just check. So I'm getting the key pressed, and also what do I need, the key or the char, right? So I should actually use the key. It's not open key, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this was some check. But weird things. Okay, but it's just not contained. Why am I actually seeing no output at all here? Do I really have to cast this? Hello? Oh, the terminal is not open. Yeah. Yeah, this is only called once. But how? Because I guess I want to make it work for every backend, right? So I can just edit the one. Usually just kind of use this, but I mean here I don't know what keys are pressed and I don't want to iterate them all. Also, these are not refreshed, right? So once they're consumed, they're gone. So welcome back. I just spent like 1.5 hours trying to figure this out, and yeah, it turns out that it turns out that if you turn this wayland on, the key events just magically do not work anymore, right? If I hold down the key, right, I only get a single callback here. If I turn it off, it just works. Yeah, and this is only somehow specific to Raylib, and if I build the GLFW test code, it works with both, but somehow in Raylib it doesn't. I don't know. And the setup code is exactly the same. Yeah, it's replaced also my Raylib with the newest version, and I don't know. Just completely the same functions are called. There's also no additional behavior that happens when you define the flag in Raylib. They're both built with the same GLFW. Anyway, I guess we're using X11 then. Such. Jesus, I don't know. So back to, I guess, please. Okay. Yeah, and now I can just get the jars. Yeah, so now this is why I had it earlier, right? Because the opening key is a scan code. Yeah. Like now it works, right? Now this also works again. Everything just magically works, you know. Comes. Text fields don't work yet, but I mean that's fine. Okay, let's switch to the other example. Man, I wasted so much time on this now. And the colors also don't. Like I found this very weird. Yeah, for example. Okay, I am drawing it. I have to do minus. Okay, yeah, it does match up now, so it's fine. Maybe though the outline is too much. Yeah. Then obviously input box. I get a few of these warnings. It's annoying. Okay, now it rebuilds everything. now for each thing in the history, I do minus text position, and then I have to use text position. Okay, it's like it's reversed. That's fun. Also, they need to be a bit inlined. Oh, that's too much. It's definitely too much. Just need to get rid of this. Guess I can actually just replace this. Yeah, so it's drawn in the wrong order. Yeah, which makes sense. I guess history, wait, terminal lines. Yeah, I'm drawing the wrong thing here. Okay. Okay, so sorry. Okay, let's see what happens here. Update. So if I pressed enter, I just submit. If I submit the history, okay. So I guess this also needs to be a DQ. Let's just quickly. So if I want to draw from the front to back with a simple for loop, I can just do a reverse iteration though. But if I have a DQ, it doesn't matter, right? So, yeah. And then I use the same limit here. I can just, right, maybe I want to scroll, add a scroll feature later on, right? Maybe rename this. And then this is that. Okay, so where do I add lines? So I do a pushback here. So I just do a pushback which adds to the end, which I then just iterate from the start, which then makes sense. So then I guess I wanna I can just, I mean, if I'm using, I can okay, if I'm using cues now, I can just do a push front here and then a pop back. Okay, let's just check quickly. So I mean, the DQ is just optimized that it supports both without the copying. Right, because it just should use a circular buffer. Except if it's another adapter. Okay. Constant time, okay, sounds good. I like it that GCC has actual descriptions here. It's like, I don't know what the fuck Microsoft is doing now. Maybe they want to save some binary size or whatever, but not having description and just in the source code is just... Why are we using nodes here though? What am I reading here? Okay, I mean, I don't understand this, but... Guess we'll just have to write our own, really. I don't know. I mean, if you can't explain it in a simple way where I can understand it, then, I mean... I guess what they're trying to do is they want to have a continuous memory while still being a DQ, I guess, right? That's what I would guess, yeah. So I guess with the maps, they're trying to map the consistent chunks or something. Maybe this is actually kind of cool, because yeah, if you a lot of the times there's like continuous space, right? Sure, but I mean, we don't have to care now. The interface is going to be exactly the same. Yeah, but I want to check if we can use vectors and just do a reverse, right? So the vector, I can only push back and pop back, right? And yeah, I mean, we can't do that. Yeah, so yeah, even if we iterate from the reverse, we can only remove from the back as well, right? And yeah, that's not possible. So we do need, okay, and then we can just optimize this. Okay. Why is this then included in here if it's needed somewhere else? Okay. Only problem is I need to add the offset to the drawing, obviously. Which I guess I did somewhere here, but I guess it... So text post dot y minus equals line height style. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, then we can. Okay, we can't retrieve the previous commands. Why not? Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of not allowed with the queue, I guess. Well, I mean, actually it is, right? That's just, yeah, it's just rerouted. What's it actually looking like? So if I don't... Oh, okay, I'm not getting the key press. Hello? And this is correct, but history pass. It should be bigger than 0. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the thing I added. So if you do like print. Oh, okay. I guess that is wrong then. I like this. Okay, so what's going on here? Is it empty? It should already have been submitted, right? No, okay, I didn't submit it. That's 0. Okay. So then I can clean. Whoa, what's going on? I get an abort. Interesting. What is input size? Input dot size. No, key down is not working. Jesus. I just paused really quick. Damn. Like this error did. Jesus. So I just looked at this for like 30 seconds and then, you know, it's a standard container, returns an unsigned size, and then I do -1, it's the max size. And then of course this evaluates the true. Damn. This is crazy. I mean, I should just, I mean, I don't know. That's, you know, that's the real nice errors, I guess. So I can always kind of delete my text when I press down. I like that. You can't do that in a standard terminal. At least if you're on the last. Okay, but press up is not working now. Let's just print out strip position. Also set this back. Warning logs. Damn. This is both like minus. Okay, damn, this is pretty fast. So my size is 1, plus is 0. So how should this actually work? So you input something and then the last input, becomes like the first thing you scroll to when you press up. And so yeah, the submit history pause is then, I guess it's -1 or 0. That's the question. I guess it's -1, huh? So the size is then like 1 and then it's the 0. Then -1 is less than 0. This should be correct. Maybe it should work like this. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, maybe it's just not returning the correct value. Interesting. Does the DQ have some other at data? Yeah, but I mean, it should. Oh, it's still -1. Okay, so now it. Yeah, okay, so it was right. Doing some weird juggling of things there. Yeah, so this then also needs to be -1. Okay, another side scrolling doesn't work. Right. So I only need it somewhere. Example here and here. The tab here I need it. Then it's automatically at the end. If I enter automatically set it to 0. Okay. Refresh suggestions. If I press what? No, delete. Right. I can just put it in here, right? Well, actually, I don't need it. I also don't need it. Just trying if I can like break anything. Spam buttons. That shouldn't necessarily work because of the if-else switch, because I already did some previous text fields. And if you allow all of those actions in the same tick, then it gets a bit hairier if you do the if-else. Yeah, you know, only a single action of those can happen per tick, and that makes it way easier to work with. Okay, guess I can put this out. Or can I just refactor to this. Maybe I want to further refactor the input handling. Just kind of pull this out. Show cursor, okay. Make this a constant as well, because we're clean. Gonna remove this. Gonna group this up. Okay. Ah, that's because I removed this in the previously, right? So in history size down here actually. Okay, then I guess it wasn't because of this. I guess this is my custom class. So yeah, I can keep this. Refresh suggestions. Okay, and submit. I mean, I guess I don't really need this, but okay, and also I wanna redo the suggestions. So yeah. Damn, like whoa, 80 bytes. What are they doing? And then the string also like 40, it's not 32. Okay. These vectors have tiny 16 bytes only. Okay, so I guess I have a renderer. And I need to parse then I guess I need a std vector here for the current parameter list. Did I actually end up making a type here? No, not yet. No, it just gets past the vector. Second. Maybe I'll end up, well actually, I guess I actually don't like this so much. I like to know what a type is. Okay. I guess this works like do I need anything else? I guess it just gets past the string. and the paramilist. I guess it needs error reporting, right? So I just return the bool and I log internally. That's how it's gonna be. It's true if successfully, but I mean it's wrong now. Successful. Successful. Okay. Successful. I guess it makes sense. Okay, yeah, so what I actually wanted to do is then add a counter here. So I guess I can make like some data, I have the history. I can make this like call it this and then command data. I guess I can make it here. So I want to make it like this. Suggestions. Okay, and then stat data, config data, history pass, cursor pass, link counter. Quite like this. Get just a quick sort in there. Right, because now I want to add a state, int state, and then submit. Actually, suggestion pass. I mean, it's self-explanatory. History pass. What was it actually? Right. That's fine. Font size I can just adjust manually later. Probably here in the update method. Okay, so then this still fits, delete. Okay, and key left is fine, key right is fine, key enter is fine. Okay, so tab. I do kinda need the same as here now. And suggestion size, suggestion pause. Okay, just to submit. Okay, I like this then. Okay, so here then the suggestion size is smaller than the pos -1. Yeah, so for example, I mean, we just have to mark a neutral value, right? For example, if we say 0 is a neutral value, but our history is empty, then we can't pick the 0th index, right? Because then it would need to have one element in order to have an element at index 0. So yeah, so yeah, so if the suggestion size is then yeah, so implicitly, yeah, so if this would then be 0, okay, so the size is 0, and then because I mean 0 is not smaller than 0, right? Okay, let's I mean, so here what did I call it? Submit history. Yeah, that was correct. Okay, so so if there are suggestions, and let's say we have yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily need this actually. So if we press tab, just assert that current history suggestion pause is less than suggestion size. I guess it's just a nicer crash then. So and then just suggestion suggestion pause. dot name. He wants the command name, and then the cursor pause is yeah, it's exactly at the end of the line, and then we want the suggestion pause to be, I guess, -0. That's a question now. Well, I guess I do want the filter, so I want suggestion pause more than 0. I mean, more than. I mean, yeah, this is another thing, right? You can say, I don't wanna. I often say like bigger than -1, which means bigger than or equal than 0, but this is just so much more readable, right? Okay, and then we can leave our assets, a little assert here. Oops. Okay, reset it back, and now here I want to add more functionality, right? So if else, that's the plan here. So if it's pressed, I'm gonna split this up a bit. We're just gonna consume the action anyway, like there's 60 ticks per second. Yeah. So if suggestion size more than 0 means we have suggestions. Then we can directly kind of move this here. Okay, so we're pressing up, so I want suggestion pause ++. But first we want to check, right? I guess we can split it up further to make it more readable. So if suggestion pause less than size. Okay, and so if you do not have, else if history pause smaller than. So now I have this -1. So if history size is 0, and then history pause is also, well, I guess it's -1, right? Because why can't we make it 0? So if history pause is 0, it's not smaller than 0. Right, but if I increase 0, I get 1, which already means the second index, right? Because it's 0 indexed, so I do want my neutral value to be -1. Right, and in this case, yeah, then this would be -1, and -1 is less than 0, but it's empty. Okay. And then yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just increasing the suggestions up above. I'm not doing anything else. So yeah, then if we do have history, we want to increase them first. And then access history and history.size. Oh, what is this calculation here? So I exit from the back or what? But I am pushing front now, right? So it should just be history pause, and as I go up, I get to later values. Yeah, I mean, we can try it out. What is it? Okay. Yeah, but I guess it's fine, yeah. Why is it not static void update? Can't take const. Okay. Declared. Because I'm not including console big egg, but I shouldn't. Where is it included from? From the game. That's a problem. Do I need it here? I mean, I do. That's true. Yeah. What's the parameter is the issue. I mean, I wanted to move it anyway into the types, right? That was the plan. I guess it was not the plan. I do like the string to be there. Stop. Do I though, or is it enough? Man, I guess I'll just make do with this, honestly. Should be fine now. Did I already implement them here? Yeah, this is not good. Okay, so then it should be fine. Yeah, we deleted this. Whoops. Let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm scrolling down. No, first I get 6. I mean, this is correct, right? Yeah, 6. I think I need to reset it. If I go 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, I get 1. No, I mean, that's correct. How am I getting? What's this one? 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I go down 1, I get this weird. I guess I didn't finish it here. Okay, and then we do the same here. Just check if it's pressed. And then do the same. Well, you should actually almost never copy, because there's just so many copy mistakes that happen. Suggestion pass is 0, then if suggestion pass is more than or more equal to 0. Well, it shouldn't go below 0, right? It should be bigger than 0. Yeah, because then it is 0, and it shows the 0 of suggestion. I guess we can try a bit. And then we just do suggestion plus minus minus. Else if I guess it just use an else here. Or should we just decrement it here? Okay, so how I would want this to be. So here I reset it to -1, and then it's -1. And for the history, you know, if I insert either one, because it doesn't change, right? So does it? So when I submit, I kind of want. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit out of place, right? Console, I don't know. I mean, technically it's only called the renderer, right? And also it's updating. Because I can call it console handler. Yeah, I guess I kind of want to pull this logic kind of out of here. This doesn't seem. Well, I mean, in here I don't want to handle the specific stuff, right? So what's the exact timeline? So I press enter, and then do I first parse it and stuff and do like all this? Console lines. Yeah, because for example, the console lines, I don't actually want to add the command to the console, right? Actually, now that I think about it. So like, yeah, console lines, this is then gone. This also needs to go away here. Okay. Yeah, so for example, if I... Yeah. So what always happens is that the command, that they submit something, right? So submit... yes, that's history pass. Okay, let's remove the last one. And then add one to the front. Maybe rename this. Okay, then I do wanna, so if I insert something, do I wanna reset it? I guess I do, right? So my history pause is then -1. And then my cursor position, I guess I want it to be at the end actually. So like this. Wait, if I press enter, sorry. Yeah, my history, then my cursor should be 0. My history post -1, yeah, that's correct. This is where the command lines handled. I don't do that here. Yeah, and then I want to trigger a submit. Okay, so I mean, this refactoring is kind of annoying, right? But it's just necessary to support the additional complexity that's gonna come. I just have to eventually, just make things very clear that you can add more complexity later on. Okay. Okay, I mean, it looks good. Let's just see if submit is cleared, because it's not clear yet. Okay, then finish up this down here. So if I press down, my history position goes down, but it should only be -1 at most. So if history position is bigger or equal than 0, right, and here I guess so. Yeah, I mean, this is the main difference is that the suggestions are always shown, right? And you can't, so there's no, you don't get into the neutral value. It can only be between 0 and suggestion size, and with the position you can go into like negative, so to say, right? So this is why, because then, if you're in the negative, the line clears, which is a kind of unique behavior, I guess. Which doesn't work on like the terminal. Right, so if I have echo, then if I go up, okay, it works. Damn, okay, I guess it's my bad. I don't know, I guess I had some situations where I didn't like, so I wanted to. Okay, so then it's cleared. And else I insert this, which then is just history pause, right? And then the cursor pause should be at the end of whatever value is inserted here. So let's check. Interesting. Because so yeah, I should, yeah, I mean, I guess I can test it now, so it's good. Hello. I should at least clear it, I guess. Okay, so it's gone. Six, 5, 4, so interesting, 6. I press down and I see nothing. Well, okay, this is fine. So 5. Should go back to 6, yeah. Suggestion size. Okay, this is a mistake. Should probably fix it already. Print. So again, I do like 6. So it's unnatural, and then it goes down, it goes up and down. You can also quick scroll it. Okay, so I guess this works. We don't have any animation yet. We also have the input box. Yeah, this is fine. It also doesn't scroll. I mean, this is not resizable right now. It doesn't. I mean, it scales everything except the font size. Okay, let's actually start with the parsing at least for a bit. I guess we can also do the S string here. So, I guess I do need a buffer here, don't I? I don't want to have so many buffers. I guess Raylib has some. But Raylib has so many big buffers. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I guess I can actually use these. Am I using these somewhere in my code? Oi, 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 oi. There's one. That kind of annoys me. That's the problem, right, with these, that they don't have shared memory. I guess just make a small buffer here. how long? I mean, these are quite a few. Whoops. I mean, it should be fine. Okay. Yeah, so what did I want to do? Okay, so here the format. I mean, it's only a temporary one, right? I'm immediately gonna store it inside a string. But actually, I can just use the string to store it. That's pretty crazy. So I just... so yeah, add string, which means console lines that push front. Yeah, I should probably rename this. This is exactly the same. I guess line would look just fine. Push front. Something empty. It's just a default constructed string. I guess we just in place front, then string equals. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to rely on the move constructor, right? So I do place it, I get the reference, and then I edit it, and then I guaranteed no copies. I guess that's just easier. Okay, and then so add string f. I first get a format, and then I get a var list args. Wait, actually, I guess I get a string here. How do I do this? I guess I get a const just a string. What's the official? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, this kind of forces me to make a buffer, which I don't want. But I mean, I don't have to use the method actually. Oh. So I can just push front string, right? Just automatically constructs it. But it's a non-trivial constructor, so I guess it can replace. Okay, and then I have the string, and then I can... Yeah, I mean, the problem is I don't know how long, right? I guess I can do string at reserve. String length of the format, I guess. Then to like some dynamic formatting. To like string dot. Yeah, I mean, of course it's not. And actually reserve is not the correct thing here, right? Which we'd want append actually. Then just like zeros. Yeah. I guess, I mean, I could think why not just use a buffer, right? But I guess this approach actually has some advantages, right? Because with the buffer, I would just have to choose like a arbitrary limit. The format, I don't have to, but I guess the limit is better. So I can just make it a... Right, what about line wrappings actually? Oh no. Oh no. This is where it gets annoying. Yeah, because right now, I mean, Rollup does take care of the line, of drawing the line breaks, but I have to insert them manually. But I actually already have methods for that, because I had to deal with that. So I can just use the insert new lines. However, I need to increase the size, but it's not going to be a problem, because I can just push back like 5 more bytes for the new lines. It's not bad. Oh, the problem is, how do I know if they're already there? Right, but I mean that can be solved, and then I just need to do like an offset, like a draw offset. I guess I can also draw the line beginnings. So I can draw something like this, right? I guess I actually want to embed it directly into text, otherwise it's going to be annoying. So equals this, and then greater than. Okay, so these are the cases, and then just erase. Maybe like this. Oh, maybe this is correct. Oops. And delete, and then just don't allow the cursor to go left. Okay. Yeah, I was just about to say it. Because the cursor starts at 0, right? So it's still possible in the beginning. Okay, but then wait, but I mean this should work. Because then automatically in every line it adds the thing. Do I want this though? I guess with a space, maybe even. Right. I guess it's not too bad. Then also the new lines would be much clearer, right? But then it's a pain reformatting it. Oi, oi, oi. If it just don't allow multi-line. This is also funny. The physical string distance. It's actually not implemented. I think that's not even possible to tell, but I wanted to return like a chance or something. Okay, let's get back to the console. Well, I mean, do I want this now or do I not want this? That's the question. I mean, it does look kind of nice. What does Minecraft have? I guess Minecraft doesn't have anything. It's the slash. Tell you what. So I guess I don't do it like this. Default line is empty. This is just to clear. And then here, because this is more than 0, so I hope this is all the edits I made here. And I'm just gonna draw it manually only for the first line. Yeah, now I have to kind of move this. That's the edit I didn't think about. Right, now it's just a little off. But I guess I like it actually. Then for multi-line, I just worry about this later. Yeah, the problem is that I don't want to call like measure text. I mean, it doesn't matter though. It just does not matter. Huh? Where did this come from? Three? Uh-huh. The culprit was found and exterminated. Okay, let's actually get to parsing. It's this is tearing me down. All this UI programming and control stuff. It can get annoying. Okay, let's collapse all of this. Okay, so I do wanna get some fancy tag in here. And start the parser. This is a long name and a long function. I'm not gonna make a joke about that now. Okay. So, yeah, I get the complete line. I guess I first want to skip the command. Right, so yeah, so there's already all these new things. So for example, now we have to specify that a command can contain any white space. guess I don't have to say it here. Must not white space. Right, but I mean it can only contain ASCII anyway, because it's just HR. And do I allow numbers? I guess I do, right? Because I separate by white space anyway, so it's pretty nice. Yes, I want to skip off equals 0, and then I kind of want to work with the pointer. Yes. White space. I mean this is blank. Is there a description for that? Introduced one new function. That's funny. Guess I can look it up. Space and horizontal tab are classified as blank. So I guess that's what I want. While not is blank. Putre. I guess I can do it like this. Plus plus. What does it actually return? Non-zero if the character is a blank. 0 otherwise. Yeah. Skip the command name. Right, but now I need the command name so I can look it up. How do I do this? I deleted it. Right, just look up. So I guess I need a pointer now, and so yeah. So then I can do a string comp. Right, because then I know the length, because I don't want to make a buffer, because then I need extra memory, but I can just use the pointer and do a string copy, because I know it's valid for this long and I only want to compare the part. Right, but do I need... okay, let's check. Yeah. So if either one ends early, this is also fine, right? But then I check prefixes, so yeah. Okay, no, that does work. So then instead of a hash map, I just use a simple for loop. But now I actually need the command type, right? Like I used this one, and this one is not final. I kind of want to use something final. Do I want this explicit? I actually don't, so you can just define it inside the function. Yeah, okay, so this is the command as it is now. Can I just use this actually? It includes a string. And that function, I guess. Yep, it does. So I can't really include this, can I? But I'm using the type. Oh no. I mean, I have functional here anyway. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. It's already in there. So I guess I can just scrap all of this actually. Just include the console, which I need to do anyway. So then I have access to the command to all of this. Yep, and then I do need to allocate it here. So I guess I can just use a string anyway, because it just doesn't make a difference. It's just better. Okay, for the parameter data, it also has a name. Yeah, I'm just thinking, right? Because Minecraft, Minecraft has this. I also want it. Yeah. For example, here, right? Because what I could do now is I could give each parameter a name, and then like a description text or something, right? And what they did, they even gave each parameter like a list of possible values as well. Because then I can help type. The problem is, I guess the user has to create all of this, right? And so this is kind of annoying. I don't want to do that. So I guess for now I just work with this. But I already do have a name here. So I guess I do want a name. Then it should be a string actually. It's 32 only? Man. GCC is so... Okay, I'm not... I mean, it is just so much better than Microsoft Visual Compiler. Microsoft, this is like at least 80, right? And I heard most of it is not really needed. The string is also 40 in MSVC. No, vector should be 24 as well. It's just 3 8 bytes, one pointer to sizes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not really worth. What does it look like if I just kind of place it here? Can I just forward declare it actually? Does this work for the vector? I mean, no, it doesn't, right? It needs the size. Not 100% sure. It does work. Where am I compiling this already? I guess because I'm not using it. Invalid heals. Okay, that's fine. If I put it here now. No. Whoa, where is it needed? I mean, it makes sense, right? It's a const export. Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's fine. I don't want it to be a private struct though, actually, in here. I mean, I do have a parameter. Right, so this is actually just like storage. Oh man, it's just intermediary storage. So I can validate it. Guess I'll just leave it as it. No, I want this actually. I just leave it like this. And then I mean, for now, I'm just gonna leak it for now. I mean, it's just how it is. Okay, so I guess this is final then. So the commands are then stored like this. Can already it's inaccessible. console parameter parser. Guess I could also make a macro actually for the friend. I'd kind of like that. Oh, I can't do that. That's not allowed, but I can befriend types. How can I for each function case I just need, so I call it like this. And then function case was this. And then just friend. I guess with the namespace. Type. And then friend type. Okay. Befriend console data please. And the parser. Okay, it expands to nothing. Why though? It looks solid enough. This is exactly the same as above, no? Cannot resolve similar arcs. Why is that? I mean, it is included here. Damn. Can look at the scripting. Yeah, but it's just the same call with the individual things. If I make a new line, something. Why is this? Is there a hidden? Damn. Man, what is this? Please, just... Okay. Okay, it was only a formatting error. Jesus. Man, come on. I like this actually. It saves some space. Okay, so the console handler, I can't access it, I guess. Yeah. But no worries. So we have our superior macro. Now I can see, whoops, why there's like multiple friends next to each other. Could, I guess, make a regex for that. I don't know. Friend. No. How do I make a new line? Control Shift Enter. Okay. I guess like this. Like this. I mean, this should be valid now. Then put a little hat. But I guess there can be a blank space. No. Well, let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Right. Okay, I want any something like this. Jesus. Gets kinda long, but doesn't find anything. I mean, that's fine. Right. But it can be anything. It can also be a white space. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so then for yeah, okay, I do need the data. I can just pass in the data, honestly. And then string compare is actually a lot faster than comparing strings with the equals for some reason. I noticed. I mean, I think it was under Windows, right? Like Microsoft, so probably maybe GCC is not the same issues. So now I need to do the string compare. So first I can get the dot name dot size is equal to command length. Is it already? Whoops. What's the size? I don't know. That's probably it. And then after string compare, then we break. So we do command pointer. Right. Then we have our first command, null pointer. Well, we actually don't log anything, or do we? Okay, how do we do this? So I guess we don't want to log, because everything that's being logged ends up on the command line. So I want to go like around the circle. So I guess it's a warning, it's not an error. No. Yeah, how do I print only the name now? That is a question. I guess I can truncate the string, but I can't do it dynamically. Is there anywhere some buffer I can use? Oh, I just have to command. Well, I mean, okay, I don't have to command. I can do the string compare. Okay. Okay. Maybe I can use the line. Because I'm not using it anymore and it's being cleared anyway. Line clear, line append, and then pointer, and then command length should be right. Yeah. Nice, and then I just return false and it's being cleared anyway. So I submit it. Parse. Do I actually need the bool? What changes? I mean, calling the command. I mean, I guess this doesn't. Right. Where do I call the command? I guess I can maybe do it like this. And then maybe pass it in there. But then it's double pointer. It's also annoying. How? I don't know. Just okay. I mean, let's just parse the commands. So later that prompt is clear. So I am after. So I detect the blank space, but I iterate over it, right? Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, I just need my parameters. Where's my parameters? Oh, okay. Okay, it's just it kind of needs to be a string. So that like it's memory consistent. Because this is reused often. Where do I put it? I don't really want to put it here. Because the idea was, the idea was just that I split it up and already assigned the parameter strings so that I have a buffer to work with, and then parse them and then reassign them. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, it does have some issues. It's also the variable size, right? Because I don't have a maximum amount of parameters specified. Maybe I should just do this honestly, because this will make things a lot easier. Maybe like 6 or something should be. I mean, the question is then why use a vector now, right? So I kinda don't like this. It's just kind of cheap. Can also, of course, make like an internal parameterless. Oh yeah, and okay. So this also wouldn't work, because in the union, if I make a string in the union and then if I assign the float, I overwrite the string, right? And it can't free itself. So I guess I need something outside anyway. Okay, so I guess I make explicit. So what I do is that every time your command gets called, all the values have to be valid. Yeah. Then how I internally manage that is another question. So I guess I clear them first, and then I just parse. So then I also do data dot string parameters dot clear. Then while pointer, I have to check. Okay, so while pointer is valid and wait, what's this blank? Non-zero if the value, if the character is a blank, zero otherwise. Okay, so if it's zero, it's not a blank. Okay, interesting. Yeah, then I just wanna keep going, but did I skip? I don't know, I'm not. I mean, let's try, it should already work, right? Okay, I'm getting some trouble here. But I don't need all of this right now. Let's clean this up a bit. Unknown, what? No constructor, interesting. Okay, let's just test this. Whoops. Right. Hello. Let's just try. Okay, so then I'm a position command line. And hello is 5 letters. So I guess I didn't skip the blank line. Ah, so I guess now exactly at the blank. Okay, and if I jump over this, I obviously do not find a command. Okay, but this does not work. Why not? Oh, because it's the same pointer. Wait, am I cooked? I can just then reuse this anyway. Funny. That trim or something that. Maybe there has to be like a nice function. Resize. That makes sense. Right. Okay. Then I just had a new, we can do a shutdown command. Right, I already have this written. Okay. Finally make some progress, some perceived progress, I guess. Okay. So I guess I can already register them. Print. I do have included. I cannot call functions on this. I mean, it should be a normal object. But I guess the storage maybe is problematic. Okay, I guess just doesn't detect it. I guess makes sense. At param, I mean, what if I take any amount of parameters? Damn. Didn't think about this, huh? I guess you now would have to think about what like C is doing on something on like variadic arguments, right? Because for example, one thing is to add like the variable. No, what's the FMA? It's not a variable length array, but it's, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, right? What's it like the member array? What's the man? Flexible. Holy, I mean, I don't know who made this name. Yeah, but the flexible. Oh, it's fam. Oh yeah, flexible array member, of course. Yeah, but the way you can declare it as a last thing, right? Because this is what else I can do. I can like variable. Add I guess yeah, so then add must be the last. That's just have any of the given types. Right. Like this, I can add periodic params. I can specify like any type. So like parameter type bool string number. Okay, and then yeah, I mean, I guess that's it pretty much. Then set function. I do get my param vector. What What's wrong here? I don't know. Okay. Can I even access this? Man, it's a question I had earlier. I need somehow access to this. To the static. I guess I can do print for now, not shut down, right? Okay, this is annoying me. What's the problem here? Oh, because it returns none. True. That is indeed the truth. Guess I can just make it like this and don't need the build function. Then I can make auto, just a quick lambda, print param. I get a parameter, and then I can do a little switch. That type. That's what I still need. Then define this. Actually, don't have the game def in here yet. I guess I didn't. Whoops, I didn't do the search and replace here. That's some crazy method right there. Can go here, generate missing cases. Then, I mean, it does look a bit convoluted. I agree. But now I can just I can even make this const param in params. Print param. And this is our print function, all complete. So here I can then do add console string f. Then here I want, guess it should be a number f. I guess I can do a switch if I guess I want to actually make a helper method. I had to use this so many times. Bool is how do you call this? if you want to check a float number, if it's a whole number, right? I guess it's whole number, float, no, returns true if the given float is a whole number. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna use some small delta, epsilon. Const export float. Should be fine. So what's the best way to do this? Return. Yeah, I guess it's best. So num minus. No. Num minus int of num, but then again cast back to float. Guess let's do some better casting. So first I do the int, and then I do the float. Epsilon. I mean, yeah, that should be good. And then to the const. So I have like 3.1. Cast it in int, I have 3, but 3.1 minus 3 is then 0.1. And 0.1 is not less than epsilon. Maybe one less. Well, actually, one more. Okay. Yes, whole, go away. Param get float. What is this taskbar doing? It can actually be seen all the time on the OBS. It doesn't actually go away. It's funny. Didn't even notice that. It's like a GNOME extension. Okay, where was I? So if it is a whole number, if it's not a whole number, we just add it as integer. Param.get int. Okay, it's actually starting to annoy me. What's going on? Did I press something? Oh no, it's gone. Yeah, yeah, the window probably was not fully just maximized. Okay. And then here just f get bool automate the thing. Just thinking about some things like printing arguments, right? Because it's boring if I just print numbers. But I want arguments, right? And then I already have them. What's it called? Text format, right? I already have this, which, you know, I can then add support for the command line. So for example, if you set some format values. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of integration happening. Okay, well, let's finish this first, and then add console string f from the get string. Okay, so what's missing? I guess I have to do as well commands add finish parsing, add validation to command builder, add syntax, add hook to logs, display in console, and support for variables. Also text. Okay. Yeah. And this is just going to use the dollar notation, I think. Var. Yup. It's pretty straightforward. And then to print, right? What's because you have like three cases here, right? First, you pass the $, which means you treat it as a param, and then you parse until you get white space, and then you have the variable name, and then you input the value. Second thing is you have tool. Then if you just do it with the first, right? Okay, now it's a parameter, but oh, now I'm passing none of that. I guess then you just treat it as a normal character. So then so then you just stop parsing. Well, guess I'll figure it out when it comes. Yeah, but for now I'm just gonna commit this and in console. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I guess we're gonna need a part 3 of this to do it. Yeah, but I've kind of just used a lot of time up with fixing this early issue with the thing. So it's annoying. But yeah, see you in part 3.